I like my job and about the customer. You know, they are nice, friendly. You know, then they come back because when you work for them, you just they nice. You know, they like you when you do good job. They happy, you happy, and when they come back to see you again, then you know we gradually become a friend, and just like friend, you know, the old friend. And then I feel happy anytime I see them. You know, I feel meet them. You know, that's what the most. You know, I must be happy with my job. A customer.
In California alone, there are about 115,000 manicurists. The majority are women and of Vietnamese descent. Many of them are recent immigrants, and they're here. This is, you know, nail salon industry, that's their economic cornerstone.
As an immigrant with limited English, I knew that job opportunities for me were scarce. So I accepted the job as the way of making a living.
Mình tự control cái smell của mình.
So when his wife came here, he said that she's an excellent worker. So he thinks that together with both of them, they can open a store, and that way they can control their own schedule and even the smell of the shop too. So they like it better that way.
This is how they were able to, you know, build a life in the United States. They're family-owned businesses, you know, workers, and the owners are often related, you know, husband-wife teams, you know, sisters, so it's very interconnected.
Years ago, when I first came to this country, my sponsor took me to a nail salon. My sister-in-law was really sick, and I told her, you know, from your job, and then she said no. So sure enough, after several tests, the doctor ordered her to close the business after 17 years owning a nail salon, because the fume and the toxin had get into her blood, and it causing her to faint. And even today, she no longer work, but somehow they couldn't find out exactly what happening, but I noticed that her body's shrinking.
When I was at the salon, I felt uncomfortable with breathing and the irritation on my skin, and sometimes I felt the dizziness. When I did not go to work, I felt much better. I wonder back then, but I had no clue. And I didn't even talk to nobody because I had no idea.
Another sister-in-law that lost the baby while working, so she's 8.5 months pregnant, and indeed she noticed that the baby no longer kicking, and then she went in the doctor and the baby is gone.
Năm 1992, khi mà tôi làm được 2 năm, thì tôi đi khám bác sĩ, thì tôi được biết là tôi bị bướu cổ và bị xỉn và bệnh phổi, và bác sĩ đã cho tôi thuốc uống về bệnh phổi 9 tháng.
In 2002, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I had a mastectomy surgery.
Well, I think probably you can say that every Vietnamese person probably is connected one way or another to a nail salon worker or a cosmetologist. So my mom was actually a cosmetologist and passed away from cancer. And I think the workforce itself is very similar.
What's a typical work day?
It ranges. Some people working part-time, so it would be 20 hours. We have people working as many as 80 hours a week.
And nó sợ nó không có dám đi khám.
I have a sister who is a manicurist also, and she has many lumps on her breast, but she was scared, to go to see the doctor because she's scared to be diagnosed that she had breast cancer. That's why she refused to see the doctor.
The first every morning I get up, then I rush, go to nail, shop and working. And sometimes busy, so we just keep it working.
When that happens, it's peak hours. Everything goes on, all kind of chemical being used at once. The nail polish, the acetone remover, hairspray, bleaching hair, and all going and inside the closed door, and all other chemical I cannot name. I was very sick one time, and I went to see my primary care. She sent me to the X-ray department, and when the X-ray technician looked at the X-ray and asked me the question if I've been smoking for a long time, I was shocked. I don't smoke. I could think of the chemical that we inhale every day at the salon, sometimes 8 to 10 hours per day, and a week about either 5 or 6, sometimes 7 days. We just freely inhale without understand and knowing.
Yeah, I have some concern, because I've been working there, so I know how they feel. So I saw some of my friends, they have a little cancer because she used to work for the professional. So she used, because when we work and we just looking down, and some chemical strong. Sometimes it can make a little skin get a little dark. It can maybe get chemical hazard again. And some skin cancer. She had some. I don't know, she said she had the skin cancer in her friend. But I didn't think, that's the cause, that problem. But I realized maybe that. See, that's because, skin cancer in here. Because we didn't think it. But I think, yeah, maybe some chemical can, damage the health.
We have all these chemicals on the market. We don't have sufficient testing before they're marketed. So we're constantly discovering, oh my goodness, we've been using this and it causes cancer.
One of the big ones is formaldehyde, which is used as a disinfectant a lot in this group. So that's been one of the 3 that they've nicknamed the toxic trio.
Formaldehyde is really important because formaldehyde is in, it's in a lot of things. It's of concern for 2 reasons. It causes cancer and it causes asthma. Formaldehyde is one of the chemicals that is regulated in the workplace as an occupational carcinogen. That means that known to cause cancer or accepted to cause cancer in workers when you're exposed.
Another one is toluene, and that's used a lot in nail polishes.
When you inhale them, they affect your brain. And because the brain is very fatty, even with small amounts, if you use it over a long period of time and, over every day, you're exposed to it, it affects short-term memory, your ability to learn. So it's of real concern, and that we have data to show it in workers. The other thing we're worried about with toluene, it's fetotoxic. It's toxic to the developing fetus.
The third one is phthalates. That's what's used sort of as a plasticizer, and it's used in nail polish a lot. That one, there's been a lot of links to reproductive outcomes. We're looking at each one of them one by one, but no one's ever looking at the synergistic effects or the added effects when all of them are combined. And that's been the big concern when it comes to this workforce.